So I honestly don't know what day it is. I think it's day 20. So business-wise, I haven't done a lot in the past few days. But today, I've got my own place until Friday. Today is Tuesday. So I'm gonna really focus on getting my coursework done for college and working on the agency might offer, and so that's all we're going to do today. I'm going to finish some coursework now, and then I'm going to get on to a 1 to 2 hour deep work session on the website or might offer. So yeah, that is 3 o'clock on Tuesday the 11th. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this. So here I have 3 Google Docs, and they're basically timestamps for each sort of day that I have. So, for example, here I have a college day doc, which is what I should do on a day when I'm at college. So, for example, 6 a.m. wake up, breakfast, get ready, short study for ATPLs, which is my airline transport license. Pack and leave for college, travel, eat, go to college, then come home, travel and eat in this 45-minute time period, and get 2 hours. Is that 2 hours? 2 hours and 15-minute block or 1 hour and 15-minute block of schoolwork, so college, coursework, anything like that, and then hop to the gym for an hour and a half. I've given myself an hour and a half so I don't waste any time, or if I'm rushing, then I'm not going to get a good workout in. Then when I get home at 8:15 to 9:30, I'm going to be working on content. So that could be whatever I still haven't finished. So I'm going to make like a weekly content checklist as well. So I'm going to have like specific amount of shorts on each platform and each account. And then sometimes on whatever day it is, this content period here will be finding ideas, building scripts, getting video ideas out, filming, editing, actually posting. And then I've given myself an hour and a half of agency work at the end of the night, and then prepare for the next day, clean mess, go to bed. So that's a college example for when I'm at college. I am recording, right? Yeah, cool. So when I'm at work, but it's not a long 10-hour shift, say it's a 4 to 6 to 7 hour shift, I'll have a routine here. So same again, wake up at 6 and do my routine, have 30 minutes to cook and eat and get some editing done, or just put content here. This is my content block for the day. Oh no, it's not. This is just to get ahead of any editing. I did put that there for a reason and I forgot. And then get ready, 30 minutes to get ready. That's shower. The shower's in the routine, but that's get clothes on. I don't know why I've given myself that much time, but I might bring that down. And then 8:40 to 9:30. Sometimes I start work at 9:30. Mainly if I'm on a short shift, I start at 10 to 11. And then I go and finish at 4, so like a 6-hour shift there. And then travel home and food, main content block, so whatever it is for that day. Coursework main block, gym, and then free time, work on rope practice for the mountains, or study ATPLs, whatever I'm feeling that night, but it has to be something productive and not just scrolling on TikTok for an hour. And then I have a long work day, so for example, that's not that. But on the weekends I normally work a long work day. So I work one of these where I wake up at 6, get breakfast and get ready, do some ATPL study, mountain, if I can, I'll probably end up doing a lot more of this. Travel and prepare for work, go to work, and that's normally an open to close. We open at 9, finish at 5, so I normally get there at 7:30, and finish at probably 6:30. So it's a good 10 hours there, which is kills you, but I've got to do it. Travel plus dinner, give myself an hour for that. Don't know why. I don't think I need an hour for that. But then I've got content block, agency block, coursework block. So like that's a big. How long is that? 8, 9, 10. So it's a 3-hour block of just work. Oops. On 3 different subjects. So if I'll definitely do these 2, but if I'm not behind, and if I'm all on top of coursework, then I can, extend these 2. And then organize, prepare, wind down, and go to sleep. So that wind down could be reading a book, or it could be anything really, writing, just chilling. And then I have another one somewhere. Summer day. So this is like today and tomorrow, when I have nothing to do. I have no responsibilities this day except for what I want and what I'm going to create. So this is 6:30 wake up. I'm going to change that to 6 a.m. to get in habit. 6 a.m. wake up, get breakfast, train. So I'm going to do a morning training session on one of these days if I can. I don't really have access to anything here because I have Crocs. I have this one pair of shorts. I haven't really prepared for this trip, but it's only 3 days. So I'm just going to have to make it last and do some washing and chill in some jeans in this 40-degree, 35-degree weather, which is just disgusting. I'm sweating in here and I'm just chilling with all the windows shut. Breakfast and recovery, just chilling. Content block, agency block, lunch. I can watch some videos there, just chill out, give myself an hour just to have a break. Aviation study, mainly aviation. Like I said, I need to start preparing for flight school, and this isn't coursework, this is different to coursework. So my coursework is to do with aviation and flying, but this aviation study is to prepare myself for ATPL, so I'm slightly more prepared and ahead instead of having 13 exams to do like that and have no idea, start from fresh. So that's why I'm doing that. Agency block, then have a break. Coursework and prep. I don't know what that prep's there for. Coursework, main block. I'm going to give myself a few more hours for this tomorrow because I have a lot to do over the summer. Outdoor activity and personal time. I have no idea what that is. This is what AI does. I'll have to find. I can just do coursework there until 7. Dinner. No, chill with the family. And then content block. Review day, organize, wind down, just chill. So I just wanted to show you that because this is how I, thingy my days. So every morning I can wake up and be like, okay, is it summer? Am I at work today? Am I at college today? And then I'll just click that. And then in my morning routine, I'll come on here and I'll click whatever day it is. And then, we go from there. But I kind of wish you could pin. But you can't. So I'm just going to have to deal with that. But yeah, so I highly recommend doing this too. This has really helped me thingy. This has really helped me be more productive because when, you have days where you go travel 3 hours to on holiday like today, you have days where you have a shorter shift, you have days where you have a 10-hour shift, you have days where you have no shift, you have days where you're at college, and you need a plan for each day so you're not all over the place. Like when I found I had one script for the entire day, I wouldn't stick to it because, I'd get home an hour later than I thought I would, or I'd start work 2 hours later than I thought I would because I don't have a fixed contract. Obviously college is a bit different, but on the weekends I'll have shifts. So that's that, and I highly recommend you doing the same thing. I use the AI to help me a lot. I don't copy and paste. I did there. I haven't finished it yet, I'll be honest. I haven't finished this summer day because it's, a few weeks into summer. So I've just been using these. But I highly recommend using AI. I hate AI with a passion, but it is really, really helpful. And just edit it because it's not great like here. I don't really have time for free time. I've got shit to do. So definitely do this. Alright, I will see you tomorrow or in the next clip. Bye.